What is up, everybody? It is me, Copter, and I do have a new announcer guy. So go ahead,
buddy.
Bring me in. And don't worry, it's a guy that I've hired, BigeDude, so you don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend, the JB Killer. And now your host for interviews, the one inside the one, Copter.
What?
It is me!
How can you be inside the one?
Because I'm the one that's inside the SuperCopter persona.
Oh, that thing.
Yes.
I got really confused. Like, I don't think that means what you think it means. That's
a way different topic for another time. Welcome, everybody. It is me, Copter, once again. And this is something that I've been kind of wanting to do. Never just really had the time to do it. But I figured, hey, why not bring on the man, the myth, the legend himself, BigeDude.
Stop.
The godfather of SuperCard videos.
Stop.
So, how's it going, man? Thank you for the time. Thank you for joining us.
Pretty good, man. Like, I have just about 1 month left of summer vacation, and I am enjoying it a whole lot.
Very nice. Very nice. How's the whole summer been? I know you went to VidCon.
Oh, VidCon is like YouTube heaven, and I hung out with so many people, and it was so much fun, and I loved it so much that I'm actually going to DC's Playlist Live the first weekend that school starts, Labor Day weekend, and you know, because I met so many other people that are going to this thing, and it's really, really close by. It's like an hour and a half plane ride,
right?
So that's like, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump away. But it's fun. It's amazing how much doors are opening in my little world of whatever.
I noticed because, like, I follow a bunch of YouTube people on my personal channel as well. I mean, I have my SuperCard channel, which is all SuperCard, but I noticed, like, a bunch of them do go to all those events and everything, and so that's why, I would love to go one year, but
it's great for all levels of people. You know, it's great for those that are just fans of the people that they want to see. It's great for people that are learning, that are video creators, and it's great for those that want to, you know, maybe make a living off of it, like business industry type things. And it's just it's so cool, man. It's like nothing like it. It's like going to a concert, and you see like some of the Hall of Fame people just walking around, you know, and from all the different bands. And it's just amazing, just all these different creators and everything that they do, from all different genres of video styles and makings. It's really celebrating, these events really celebrate the whole community of YouTube, and the whole fact that so many people that make YouTube videos are kind of like the new superstars of media for young people, which is definitely different, you know, definitely different. I'm just glad to be a part of it, really.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good output for anybody trying to get started with whatever they want to do.
Yeah, just getting a message out there, whatever you want to do, you know.
It's crazy how far the internet has come. I know I sound like an oldie saying that. I'm like, the internet back in my day.
I'm a bit older than you, Pepperidge Farm, remembers?
I mean, you've experienced a lot. World War I, World War II, the automobile.
That was before me. My dad was actually born while World War II was happening, though.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like here, not like in
well, yeah, but still, at least he didn't get drafted.
He was born in 1942.
That's good. At least
which is why his Twitter is BiggieDad72. Because somebody stole Biggie Dad, which is funny. Well, I mean, it was not somebody stole it. It's been in use since 2009.
Oh, you're fans.
No, that was somebody else completely. Some guy from some country, I think.
Oh, well,
not here.
You can buy.
Same thing happened to me though on YouTube. That's why I'm not BigeDude on YouTube. I'm BigeDude33 because some dude in Spain got it in like 2006. Didn't ever make a video. And, you know, I was 33 at the time when I started making videos, so that's how BigeDude33 came about.
Well, I can go ahead and mark that off the list.
Oh,
what to freaking ask you. So
you could still ask it, and I could come up with a totally different answer.
Okay, we'll come back to it though. We need to make sure that it's not fresh on their mind.
Oh yeah, we'll wait a couple minutes and.
So for some reason, oh there we go. Okay, now it's logging me in. Okay, so there probably won't be a lot of gameplay going on. Just to let y'all know, it's just to have in the background. So, but pretty much this whole format's just gonna be kind of two gentlemen, two buddies having a conversation. So feel free with everything. So first question is definitely gonna be, we'll start off with SuperCard. Okay. How do you feel about this PCC with the whole Cena-Seth combination and whatnot? Because a lot of people, especially the ones that have been playing since the WrestleMania tier came out, it's kind of a slap to the face. And I kind of get the whole, like, the people who are new that are just starting, yeah, now they have a chance to get a Cena card. But it's just, I mean, we're in the same tier, man. And we're getting another one about it. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, that's the problem. I really think there's so many other things that they could have done. But SummerSlam is kind of like the next biggest thing to WrestleMania. And I think that's why they went with, like, the big thing. Brock Lesnar's had 3 PCCs and he's won them all. Undertaker was just used in ring domination. So, I mean, it would have been great to have Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar if Undertaker wasn't just in ring domination, but they wanted to make sure that there was a guarantee that was going to happen, I think. Because you could always mess it up. Everybody could just do Brock Lesnar and stuff. I don't see him possibly winning that in a People's Champion battle, but honestly, I don't even really care that it's... and it's simply because they both had multiple chances,
right.
In both. They both have had Road to Glory cards. John Cena's won a PCC. Although the Road to Glory card, John Cena hasn't had a WrestleMania Road to Glory, but Seth has. Because John's was a Survivor one, right?
Yeah. The Road to Glory one, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, it's interesting if they're going for to keep the game alive for the newer people. What
are those?
Then it's all right. I think for the hardcore people, I think some of those hardcore people like yourself and all the other names that we can say are probably getting a little burnout from everything.
Right.
And sooner or later, from what I hear, and I haven't actually read this up, but more than one person has told me about Brad Nicholson, the guy who was the community guy in the 2K forums.
Right.
It's basically said the rewards for the events are going to go to ×1, which could really change a lot of things. If that brings us an auction house or whatever, that's super awesome. If it doesn't...
Wait, like, there's only one card? Like, you can only get one?
Kind of like how ring domination is.
Except it's just one from now on.
They'll be doing that eventually. This is, and I haven't read this yet, but it's more than one person told me, and one person actually said, I think it was Dave73 that said that it was actually going to be in the future, down the pipeline, that PCC and RTG would have only one card. I'm actually going to look it up while we're talking, because I can do that because they don't see what's going on.
Very true.
That's what I'm going to do.
I don't know how I feel about that. Which, my main thing with the whole auction house, it sounds amazing, it sounds great, but you're going to have those people that cheat the system and are going to either have the money to buy all of them, or you're going to have the people who, let's say, for instance, they have an account and they basically just sell all to one person, like their friends or something. Like, it's not going to be an
like
equal grab.
The other one, the NBA 2K15, it might be something. I don't know.
Yeah, but NBA 2K15 doesn't have people like JB and Jonathan, where they can just buy their way.
Only you can't like shut people out from it. You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, if they keep betting more and more and more, I mean, that's like, I can't see Cat Daddy put in like a cap or anything because that's more money.
Yeah.
Constantly coming in from just one person that wants a freaking card.
Right.
So that's the only problem that I've always had with it, because I know a lot of people have always talked about the auction house and they would like to see that in SuperCard. But I mean, even with people, I mean, a record's a record, which granted, I know a lot of people had suggested they take away seeing the records.
Right.
You know, because in reality, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, you could easily just start up a new account, sell yourself all those cards for like cheap or something.
Well, there's always minimums and stuff, so
okay.
You would have to. Well, I mean, yeah, you could get away with it probably, but you would definitely have to put more money into the game. Right. You know, like you'd have to buy like a 15K pack or something. You know, because of how it basically prevents you. There's like a minimum that you can have. I don't know if you've ever seen the auction house and how it works on 2K15 for NBA, but it's not really an easy thing to do. It would only like give them more money,
right?
You know.
Well, either way, just I don't know how they're gonna do all this. Like, I mean, I've already expressed my thoughts with a lot of this stuff, especially lately, just because it's been so easy to. Basically, they've just been kind of selling themselves out by showing like their weaknesses. Kind of like I brought up the whole Undertaker thing with the ring domination. I mean, you're paying a certain amount of money to get it when you can get a more powerful Undertaker for free if you just wait a while.
Yeah, well, the fusions. Well,
yeah.
I mean, the fusions themselves, like, they're gonna get to the point where it's 2 a month.
Yeah.
And that's really happening soon, because I know I'm almost out of Survivor fusions. I think I've got 2 left that I can do before I would have to get rid of my Blassie Survivor.
Yeah.
I just once that happens, I don't know. You know, like it's gonna slow things down. I'm also trying to read this thing.
Oh,
but
nice.
yeah, basically the Brad thing is saying adding cards to tiers is something they want to get aggressive with. They're going to introduce changes to events to cut down instant proing of cards. The longer the life of the tier, the more room we'll have. Blah blah blah. It's basically flat out saying that there's, you know, the next tier isn't going to be anytime soon. You know,
right?
And there's no new WrestleMania cards other than event cards coming. And stuff.
Which is basically like adding WrestleMania cards.
Yeah.
At this point.
Super WrestleMania cards. Not like, you know, not fusions. Maybe they all have more fusions down the road. That could be something, but
that I could
be special.
That I could be like, okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, at the same time, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's to the point now where it's just, you're really seeing things in a different perspective, coming from a person who's played for a while since the beginning. Right. So it's just weird. Which brings me to my next topic, which is ring domination. I know you kind of expressed it
ring domination
in your last video, just as far as like the Undertaker's gonna. Hey, there's Puka. The Undertaker's gonna kind of be your last one, and then until they were to bring out a system where it's like an instant pro type thing, where you get both of them at the same time. You're just going to kind of chill out on him?
Well, here's the thing. Man, I can't stand ring domination's shard stuff. All right? I love the tic-tac-toe thing. You know, it's like kind of strategy, checkers, chess, all that stuff. The shards bother me so much. And there's different ways to go around it. Basically, if you had the same amount of here's how I would fix it in my world. I basically, after reading what I just read, there's never going to be, you know, a instant pro for ring domination. Obviously, because I just read it from, you know, the guy himself.
Right.
but it could look a little bit more like a Road to Glory, where you would have more cards and less shards, but still the same amount of shards total. And like the 36 picks, once you get to that, once you finish a card and you start again for the 1 out of 36, oh my God, it's like ramming your head into a wall.
Yes.
And it's so, it hurts almost. It's psychologically, it is not healthy. Whereas in Road to Glory, you've got like 10 or 11 different cards, and each one gradually goes up. You don't have like, bam, wall. And then, I mean, it's because of that picking system, it's just, you can't really do it without money. And that's something that I don't agree with, you know, because PCC, you play enough, it's been proven you don't need to spend any money on it at all.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be dedicated. Yeah, you have to play a lot, but it has been done, okay, multiple times. Road to Glory, I'm going to do the next one without titles because it's going to be right before the end of the summer is over, and I'm going to show that it can be done. I don't think that you could do that with Ring Domination at this point, unless you were really lucky.
Yeah.
In the 30s. But what I would do, I know I said this, like I would change it to like from 3 overall cards to 6 or 7 cards, and move the picks from 36 to 24, because that would change everything. It would just change everything. The whole psychological stuff still probably be the same, you know, equivalent, same probabilities and stuff. I'm not gonna worry about it because I'm not the cat daddy. But I know for one, I'm just not. I'll play it some. I won't get serious about it because it is a great way to train up your cards, though.
Right.
I will say that.
It definitely is.
No energies, no boosts. It stinks for that part, and I think they kind of oopsed on that.
Well, at the same time, though, that makes you still play exhibition. So I kind of get where they're coming from with the whole like, still play the game while you wait for your title bouts to come back up.
Yeah, I didn't do it at all. Just so you know.
I mean, I never did either. But yeah, it is good to train up the cards because there's times where I felt like I didn't really play that much, and then I'm already back at card limit full.
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah, that it is good for. But I tried doing it without titles to begin with. Not that I was going to spend a lot of money on it, but it was just one of those where I was like, okay, I'll kind of play, just kind of stick with it. And I mean, you saw I got to that far in Rob Van Dam.
You got one card, not even.
I didn't even get the one card, but I knew what card it was, which was a new record for me. So I don't know. I just can't get myself to spend money on this game anymore. It's just really hard. And the only time that I really do, it's only like the $4.99 thing now, and that's just so, hey, I can kind of have a chance if I don't fall asleep in the King of the Rings. That's pretty much glory. Yeah, that's pretty much all it comes down to now. So that's just kind of my thing. But yeah, so that's that with that.
That is that.
I just can't deal with it anymore. But okay, so which leads me to the next thing.
Oh boy, another question.
Which would be, are you still liking Road to Glory, or
love it.
Do you think it's getting kind of played out?
Well, the one thing that's happening because of the new Ring Domination stuff is that now you've got basically a 4-week format. You have, let's just say it starts a Ring Domination, then you go PCC, another Ring Domination, then RTG. So you're only, instead of getting it every other week, you're getting it basically once a month now.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy. I wish it wasn't at VidCon. That's when it happened, when I was in California.
Did you not get Brock?
What's that?
You didn't get Brock?
Oh no, I got Brock. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know, there's plenty of times I just didn't want to spend a lot of time. I spent a lot more on credits and bouts than I would have had I not been at YouTube heaven and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a happy, nice, feel good event that you know you get great stuff with.
It is,
you know, and it's great for fusion food. It's great for pacing. It's just I love the event. You know, I don't have to worry about playing 17 hours a day or whatever the heck for PCC. I'm not an endurance type of thing. You know, and like my dad said with ring domination, I couldn't dominate a jar of peanut butter. You know, which I love. I love my dad. I'm so happy about that guy.
That's good. Dads are awesome. Dads are very awesome. I actually felt it was like a nice breath of fresh air getting Road to Glory back. Just because it felt like it's been so long since we've had a Road to Glory. And with the whole ring domination, I was already weary about ring domination when it first came out. Like, I didn't know if I was truly about it, if I wasn't. And then it just came so much clearer that I really wasn't about it. And then and then I find we get something that we're so used to, but it's kind of been a while, and it was just like I was just happy. I was having fun playing these. Well, for me, it's an easy road, but like it just felt nice. When it's crazy how like a month ago we were talking about like RTG elitists yada yada yada, but I mean.
See, I never got in that conversation because I know better.
And I never cared either because, in honesty, I'm like, hey, if anything, they're smarter because they're not spending money on cards that are getting beat by RTG cards.
It's not just about the money. It's really, for me, it's all about time. You know, like the amount of time that it takes for Road to Glory versus the amount of time for PCC is hugely, insanely different.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And they're just as competitive. I mean, Seth's card has the same like total stats as his WrestleMania card. The one for PCC coming up has the same equal stats as the other one for his RTG card.
I thought they took away from his power and toughness to give him a little bit more.
I mean, when you add them all up together.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. You know, it's just.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. And I brought it up in the last video, just as far as like we usually get those specialty cards when there isn't another specialty card there. Like normally we have their normal tier card, and then you have your OP card. We've already gotten both OP cards of these cards, and it's ridiculous how they're only taking a couple stats away from the ones that they're not known for and putting them in there. Like with the Cena card, all they did was take away from his tough and speed and give it to his power and charisma. His power and charisma from his other PCC cards already OP. So but
now it's even more OP.
Yeah, by like 3.
That's OP.
Yeah. So
whatever that means. That sounds like something else.
I just don't see Cat Daddy's way of thinking of like, hey, maybe we'll spend another 100 on this card.
Well, you know what? There will be people that will do it.
Right.
You know?
And those are the people, and like I said, I get it with the whole, like, give other people a chance that didn't get the first one type thing. But, I mean, even the back, like, it's SummerSlam. Okay, cool. But give it a reason. Like, even with the design of the card, don't make it look like a normal one. Kind of like they did for Battleground. I mean, they did, or Battleground.
Well, they don't do that a lot, you know. It's maybe they didn't want to get into that as much. I don't really know, but I think it's interesting. The PCC is always going to really make some people happy about it, or because you are competing. You know, some people really like competing against other people because you get more points. You feel like, oh, I'm better than you, so haha, you know, and it's. I mean, everybody. I've listened to all you guys that are super awesome at it. Some of you really get gung ho into the competition stuff, but even though you're supporting because top 200 win now, and I think it's great because fun things like that are really what need to happen for the game to keep going past its first year. And SuperCard won't have the luxury of resetting every year. Like, NBA 2K15 does because of, that is a companion app to a standalone game, whereas SuperCard is its own thing and will never be tied to a 2K year product.
Right.
We'll see 2K16 cards in different tiers for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. Or a whole tier for that for 2K16 or something. Whether or not it'll like every tier now, it's like it's only going to be a very slight improvement on the one before it because of how the numbers can go.
Right.
You know, like some of the WrestleMania regular pros were better in that. You know, I would lose to some of them if a certain stat proc versus an event card. You know, and that's stuff that you'll see in the future, I think. Same with WrestleMania regular, WrestleMania event cards and the Fusion Pros and stuff like that. WrestleMania Fusion Pros.
I agree. I can see that.
These are all theories and stuff. It's really cool that we're talking about these theories and stuff. You know, I think so.
I mean, it could, and what's good about it is the fact that like there is a community for it, and
yeah,
regardless of the things that they listen to and don't listen to, at the end of the day, they do listen to where the money's gonna be made. So
true.
I feel that like if this is what most of the people want and they announce it long enough, they'll figure out a way to twist it to where it's kind of like, hey, it was our idea, but at the same time, I mean, we'll eventually kind of get what we want.
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually.
And well, the funny thing is that I want everybody that is a video maker and or a person that puts stuff on the forums or tweets Cat Daddy or SuperCard_game. All of us that are on the internet community are really the minority. Okay, we're really the minority because most of us are really good at the game, and everybody that watches videos on it is really knowledgeable of what's going on. They're always trying to do better, and they're striving to get the most out of their gameplay. This is not just a game for the hardcore players and stuff. It is also, and really what they're banking on is the casual player, I think. And that's why you see, Cena versus Rollins, because, John Cena just got his nose broken. That's a big story that made everything.
Right. And
that's probably, whether or not it was in the works beforehand, not him breaking his nose, obviously that was an accident.
Right.
But whether or not, these events are usually planned out with storylines. It's very just interesting. And now that you've got, the whole extra edition of the broken nose thing, it's I don't know, it makes me want to at least check it out. And the game is very addicting for the new player. It gets to a point where it's frustrating, or you evolve as you play. Or something. And that's why we have the event, the dailies. So even if you don't play a lot, you can feel like you're still, oh, look at this, I played this much, I'm going to get this super awesome card. And
right.
It'll be better than any other card I've got in my deck by far,
It'll make you want to come back.
Yes.
Pretty much. Especially with the whole Survivor
it's growing
Rock.
Pains, really,
Yeah. Which, real quick, shout out to all those people who say, wrestling's fake. Obviously not. Ask John Cena. His broken nose is crazy.
Yeah, that blew up all over the...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Last weekend.
When I saw it, I was like, cool, he popped a pill, but one of those red pills, like they used to use back in the day to show blood, they'd pop them and then kind of throw on their face and be like, oh, I'm bleeding. Well, now it was like dripping from his nose, and I was like, okay, that's definitely real. Poor Cena.
It was like that when Dolph Ziggler with the Sheamus thing. Didn't he? He was bleeding all over the place. I forgot which pay-per-view it was.
I think that was it was the one right before the Kiss Me Arse match.
Yeah. But I mean, he was like profusely bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
That was not a blade.
But I'm not a true big fan of Cena. I think he's an awesome boyfriend, that's for sure.
You're dating?
No, but I see what this dude does with Nikki on freaking Total Divas, and this is pretty good. I'll take some notes from him.
I stopped watching that show because I just can't deal.
That's girls these days, man.
I just can't deal with scripted reality shows. Only some of it is real.
What?
I know it's like, and when you're talking about a product of product of a product, with storylines and stuff, I just can't do it. I watched some of the first season. I should have watched some of the other season because I love me some Paige, and I love Eva Marie's hair.
Yes,
because it's red.
Eva Marie always looks very smart.
Yeah,
but
that's exactly what I was thinking.
But Paige, she's like, I still think she's hot. Love that girl. Totally would date her. Sorry to my girlfriend, but totally would.
Yeah, I don't have it, so it's okay.
But she's kind of getting dull with me now. I think they're throwing her out there a lot. Which, not saying that's a bad thing, but for me, it's just kind of like, I love the fact that we got her every so often, and now she's just kind of like a regular now. Like, she kind of lost her spark, I guess.
There. Oh, okay.
Like,
I mean, her spark's not rare anymore.
Nuh-uh.
You see what I did there?
Yes.
What's up, Rare Spark? How you doing?
Yeah, for real, I haven't talked to him in a while. But anyways, so do you think they should bump up PCC stats?
A little bit.
How much though? Like, are we talking about a little bit to where it's a little bit better than RTG? Or
25 each.
25 each?
Yes.
So you want them to throw a +1 Survivor Blassie on all of them?
Yeah.
I guess,
why not? I mean, you spend so much more time working on that card, it should be just a little bit better than an RTG. But when it goes to +1, or just one person, what are they going to do? Is it going to go all the way to like 1,800? Is it just going to do that? I mean, I'm really interested in seeing what happens with that. Or do they go back to the only 5 people? Because it won't be. Or do they just leave that to 200 like it's been because it is such a task? That might be what they do.
Right.
But just RTG is going the way of 1 and no pro. And you know what? Honestly, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
It's 200 points less that I have to really worry about.
Yeah, pretty much. And I would love to get an RTG every other week.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for that to happen more. Or maybe they even do, like, PCC once a month again. Where we had them every so often type thing.
Well, that's kind of where they're at right now, is one PCC a month, 2 ring nominations. And you know what? I don't know if they'll think of it like that. The reason I say that is because it follows kind of like the schedule of Marvel World of Heroes, which I used to play 3 summers ago, pretty much. Or 2 summers ago. I don't actually remember. But it was like every week was a different event. And then you knew when it was basically set through the month. And then every now and then they'd have, like, when their 1 month kind of has, like, an extra week, kind of. Because, months have weeks. 4 weeks is 28 days, and then months have more than that. So every now and then you'd have an extra week. You'd have, like, a shorter event that was like 3 days long. We're not at that point yet. And who knows? I mean, there'll probably be other different event type things because, I think that they're making more off of this than they are Immortals. And I don't think they ever really thought that was going to happen.
Wait, who is?
The people that make the games. If you look at the paid or the grossing apps or whatever, SuperCard is always ahead of Immortals.
Oh, okay.
Except for, like, once every long, like, once in a great while, SuperCard is not ahead of Immortals. But, I mean, it's considerable.
It's 2 different companies.
I'm going to actually look up right now to see, just on the Android Google Play Store, because it shows the stats really quickly.
But it's 2 different companies, though.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's still, like, products of WWE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's,
gotcha.
sorry about that. Let's see here. So yeah, keep asking stuff because I can do this in there.
And well, that's really interesting with the whole one card. Which okay, I can kind of see that, but I can't see them doing that for the PCC because that's the whole point of not having a life is so you can get those double cards.
Right.
But I would just hope that they would even do something to where it's only like, I don't know, like 20 less than a WrestleMania Fusion. Because you have something that's free versus something that takes a lot more. Yes, you can get it free, but that's if you literally have no life.
Yeah.
And are just strictly, I mean, coming from someone who's gotten up there, like, pretty close, I mean, you literally eat, sleep, and breathe this damn game.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's something that I
will never do.
Never do. You know, and part of it's also because, you know, I'm older, you know, I'm 41. I have a lot more other distractions.
Right.
More interesting distractions, I think.
Right.
And I just don't. I mean, I don't see like playing a game for 16 hours for 3.5 days. Something that I would ever want to do. You know, there's times where I've thought about it and have worked some, and then I just once you get to those higher ratings, you realize you're just kidding yourself unless you putting in all this time and other stuff. All right, so actually, I found this out for the top charts of grossing apps. WWE Immortals is 225, number 225, okay. And SuperCard is at number 122. So it's like way higher. And this is just off play@google.com. You know, you can see the top grossing apps.
Yeah, but SuperCard did come out before Immortals.
Well, yeah, but that's another thing. It still makes way more money than SuperCard. This is of the last like week or two. That's how they figured that out.
Oh, okay.
It's not like overall.
Okay, so yeah, it's just plain kicking Immortals' butt.
Pretty much, yeah.
Though I did get my first, I got the, what was the last one that we just had?
The Thingy.
Wasn't there an event online where you can get, it was for the last pay-per-view. What was the last pay-per-view?
Battleground?
Was that the last pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, it was the last pay-per-view, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, yeah, I got that item. And I was, because
for Immortals, yeah.
Yeah. The whole rare where you actually get the event card, which after doing it, it was just like, it's really easy. You just have to play like 5 games.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, which I had never gotten one until just recently, but you just have to play like 15 games a day, which is just one main event 3 times a day, and then you're good. Like, I mean, it's really not challenging at all. I don't know if it's just coming from the PCC standpoint to where it just makes it seem so easy. Really. But, yeah, so...
This stuff's nothing like PCC, like, dang.
It is its own thing. Like, honestly, I don't get how people do back in the day where it was 1 through 5 only.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Well, actually, you know what? It's... The points, it's always been the same... But I want to say that if you looked at the top 5 then and what the top 5 are now, I'm sure the points are way higher now.
Yeah, but just because there's a lot more people that know they can go and get it.
Yeah. That's probably it too.
Compared to back then where it was just like you had your Mokais and who was good back then? Adnan. Yeah, all of them. So, but I kind of liked the whole PCC route of only doing it every so often. Not so much once a month, but I mean, if you look at the legendary PCCs, wasn't there only 2? Which was Brock and Cena, and then Jericho and Randy? I think those were the only 2.
I don't remember. I think you're right. And it's not really a big Wikipedia thing or Wiki or SuperCard. It's always tied to other stuff.
Right.
I want to say for legendary, those are probably it.
Yeah.
Because you had Brock, he won, and you had Randy Orton who won.
Right.
And then I think we had Survivor Tier, and then we had those ones.
Which wasn't the first one.
No, wait, Hulk Hogan versus what's his name? Andre the Giant was a legendary one.
Oh, right.
No, I'm actually gonna check because I have I'll look at the card catalog.
I forgot about that one. Yeah,
you know?
That was definitely.
I think that's about it, though.
Yeah, that was that was 3, and that was within what, like the first 6?
Yeah, you had Andre, Brock, Chris Jericho. Oh, Dean Ambrose. Yeah,
the famous Hell in the Cell.
Yes.
Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins. Okay, so that's 4. Okay.
So that's 4.
Okay, so they still... I don't know. It just seemed more special, I guess.
And it wasn't every week, either.
Yeah, not at all. I mean...
2 weeks. I mean, that's basically 2 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, I like that format. And then, I mean, you started getting jobbers events like the whole Dolph Ziggler and...
Stardust versus Goldust.
Yes.
As well.
There's that. I mean, we had the whole Ryback. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the famous Miz and Mizdow, the one that they never saw coming, Damien Mizdow to win.
Yeah. Like and his card is legit pretty good still. I see people that have it, the pro.
Oh, yeah, because it's like a Bret Hart.
Which Bret's still,
yeah, Bret's still there. So he's definitely good in King of the Rings, no doubt.
Yeah.
As far as just out there, unless you have like the down arrows that you need to match up with them, I mean, he's still a good card. I like his card.
Oh, yeah.
But it just sucks that I didn't get Neville. Damn drunkenness.
So tired.
No, that was the drunk day.
Nap.
Yeah.
That's still funny to me because he's really good too.
Yeah, he is. Like that card definitely would be good.
He's really good in like all this stuff.
That's why I kind of wanted to go for that Dolph Ziggler, and I liked his card design.
Yeah,
but yeah, that just wasn't happening.
Like Neville's still my 5th overall.
Really?
Yeah, and the only people that are new that have been higher are RTG Brock and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's my 2nd overall because I have no WrestleMania Fusion Pros yet.
How many credits did it take for Sammy on both tries?
First one or the second one?
Both.
Oh, more than I wanted.
Because I know Little G said the first one took 7,000 and the second one took 5,000.
It was less than that, probably. I don't remember. I want to say it's close enough to that. Probably like 5K and 4K. I want to say. I don't remember. I could look it up, but I'm lazy and stuff, so I don't.
No worries.
That's like I'm doing episode 333 on Saturday, and I asked people to put what's your favorite reaction, except for the 3 that I know would probably be up there. Tell me where they are, and then I'll put them in the thing, because I don't want to go looking for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so lazy sometimes.
Have them do the work for you.
That's the cool thing about when people like you and what you do. Sometimes they'll do stuff for you.
Which is pretty awesome.
And I'll definitely give anybody credit that comes up with stuff. But, so that's just me being me. Working smart, not hard, right?
Exactly.
But...
Okay.
What other questions you got, brother?
Well, there's still a bunch. I didn't even notice. We're at 35 minutes.
Oh, my God. That's forever.
It's crazy. So I think if it's okay with you, I'll do 2 parts, which this first part will be all the SuperCard questions.
Okay.
And then we'll do the other ones, which it's kind of more off SuperCard topic.
That is fine with the biggie dude.
Okay. So last question of this video, of part 1, which, again, thank you for joining, especially if you've lasted this long. Hopefully, hopefully YouTube lets me upload a 35-minute video. We'll see.
They will if you're verified.
What do you mean verified?
You have to send them your email or your phone number or something like that.
Oh, I've already done that.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay, cool.
I only know this because I had to do it with my dad not too long ago.
Ah, gotcha. All right, so the last question for part 1 of Biggie Dude.
The creamy part.
The man has over 333 videos and 67,000 followers. That's my new announcer guy. Now that money's coming in on this YouTube, I can pay an announcer guy to talk to us. Thank you, Mr. Announcer Guy.
Yeah.
Okay. SuperCard in general, where do you see it going?
Well, that's a very, very interesting thing. Personally, I'd like to see it go for a while because I like the game. I love the joy that... See, I'm... Oh my gosh, there's like 5 answers right here. I love the joy seeing my dad learn the game and playing it. And I have never really played it super a lot like a lot of other really hardcore people like yourself because I always want to have the joy of the game. You know, I don't, and then that's why I'm not going to do ring dominations really anymore because it felt like work. I was not having fun at all. It was a pain in my butt, but I really wanted that card, so I did it. You know, and it's just. I think if they keep on adding different events, and the answers can't be in tiers. There's got to be different type of events or gameplay modes that make it really interesting, or events that are just that anybody can succeed in, or feel that they can succeed in. And I think hopefully it has 2 years left in it or more. I mean, we're looking at like. I think it's got 2 years. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. You know, I said I would stop making videos at 1,000, and that would be about 2 years to go.
Well, not with how many you put out. I mean, what is that, like 3, 4 a week?
I do a video every day, sometimes Sundays as well, but you know,
like
so at least
6
or 7 a week.
SuperCard wise?
What's that?
SuperCard wise?
Yeah, that's just SuperCard. They're almost like gaming vlogs, really, because I talk about every stuff that's going on in my life, and that's probably why it works better for me,
Gotcha.
or it works easier, because I'm just talking about what's going on in my life and what I'm doing and playing the game too. Because the gameplay, it's really not a hard game to master in a sense. And sometimes you get beat, and sometimes you don't, you know? It's like all strategies and stuff. But
well, I wish I had smarter friends, because my ex, I tried getting her to play it, especially during PCC, so I could sleep. And
right.
That didn't go well at all.
Well, I mean, it's not intelligence. I mean, it really helps. The big thing is, like, do you like wrestling? Are you a fan of the WWE?
You don't even have to be that, though.
It really makes it easy.
You just have to look. 4,600 beats 4,327.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's pretty easy.
I taught her everything, but she played for like 5 minutes and didn't wake me up. She just put the phone down, and then I woke up and I was like, "Where are you at?" She's like, "I don't know. I stopped playing." I was like,
yeah.
That's why we aren't
really
together
fun
anymore.
For everybody. It's not really fun for women usually. Sometimes. I know there are many women that do play it, but This isn't a game where it seems that they are very much interested in.
Well, that's why she's no longer with us. I didn't kill her or anything, but
definitely, I'm sure there's more than one reason.
Broke up. That's for sure.
It happens,
Top
dude.
reasons. The new list just came out. Number 1, Facebook. Number 2, SuperCard during PCC.
That doesn't sound like a real list, dude. I just want to.
Nope, I just looked it up on the computer.
I'm pretty sure Twitter would be ahead of that.
It came number 3.
Or number 3, Instagram. Number 4, Snapchat.
There you go.
Number 5, Tumblr. Still not SuperCard. You know what I mean?
Tumblr's good.